Hello, and thank you for joining this quick demo of how to run an assisted living measures report in LTC Trend Tracker. So to run a report, you are going to go here on our left-hand side menu, click Run a Report. Very conveniently, the AL Quality Measures Report is the top one here, and you would select that. You can also, depending on your access, if you are an account administrator or have access to numerous buildings, you can limit your ability to see buildings. You can choose building groups, which we will demo in another video, or you could choose individual ALs. Today, I'm just going to keep it very high level. I don't have to choose anything and use my defaults. You can also limit peers geographically. Now, default is nation. You can also drill down. You have to have at least 5 peers in the category you choose. We don't expect anyone to know that. You will just receive an error message with no data that there are no peers in that category. You can also drill down if you want by states and drill down, say you have assisted living regulations that are similar and you want to compare in other states that are similar. You can do that. You can drill down into counties once you pick a state, cities, etc. Again, you have to have the data has to be there. So encourage your peers to submit data. You can also save custom geography so you can always go back to it quickly. You can also limit your peers by ownership type, center type, and location. Again, we'll keep this high level. I'm not going to limit my peers in that way. You can also choose to include your centers or communities in the peer results. Keep in mind, if you are a large provider and have numerous communities in, it may be basically like comparing yourself to yourself. You're just going to have to see how many peers there are, know how many you have that you're running. If you're running 10 buildings and there's only 20 total and you've included yourself, you're 10 of those. So just keep that in mind. Really a personal decision. I just encourage you to kind of think through that before selecting it. You can also limit your peers by bedside, and you can choose up to as many bedsides as you want. So if you want to go up to right under 50 beds, you could choose those 3 and be done with it. Again, we're going to keep this high level. I'm not going to drill down. Most important part about the Assisted Living Measures Quality Report is you want to click Customize Report at the bottom. This allows you to pick time frames. It allows you to select and choose different measures. So we are going to pick 1 month and 1 quarter. You will receive a little warning that tells you you have selected at least 1 date interval of less than 6 months. Smaller date windows may not produce statistically accurate results. That is true. But we know our members wanted to see 1 month and quarterly results, so we still had it on there. Again, each time you select that, you'll see the warning. You also can choose what you want to see. So I do suggest including number of communities so you can see that against your peers. We are going to include all the hospital admissions measure, hospital readmissions, off-label use of antipsychotics. Maybe I just don't feel like looking at occupancy. What's also really nice is it shows you your current period, so the number of centers, my peers, it shows you your trends, your arrows, red, indicating if it's going up. If it's red, that's bad. If it's green, it is good. So occupancy, you see a green arrow, it's good. A blue arrow just means neutral, no change from the other time. If there is no arrow, it just means there is no trending data. For AL turnover and retention, it is a 1-year rolling window, so you do not have the option to choose monthly, quarterly, etc. You can choose if you want to see all of the different breakdowns for turnover, same with retention, so maybe I just want to include turnover for this report. And then your AL Core Q satisfaction measures. Again, you can choose 6-month or 1-year rolling windows, and you can choose the different parts of resident satisfaction. Now, you can also use this layout as the default for future NCAL measures report, which is really nice. So we'll just click that, use that as my default, run report now, and it will quickly run your report. Again, I am in a demo site with dummy data. So you're going to see some old data. Please don't be worried. There's newer data in LTC Trend Tracker. It's not this old. There is also 1 month, 1 quarter, and 6 months. Again, we're in the demo environment, so it just does not have that data. You can see as you scroll down, you can hit the plus sign, and it will give you data. If you are running this for numerous communities like I did, it will give you the breakdown of those, and also number of residents who spent the night in the hospital, the number of residents in the community, and your overall hospital admission rate. You can do this with all of these measures, and it will show you the numerator and the denominator for each different center that you have access to. And then you can individually export each item to Excel. You can export this entire report to Excel or export it to PDF or just print it. You also have the option here of going back and recustomizing. Say you decide you want retention back in, you can do that. You can also click here for more. But before I do that, I do just want to point out, you see my centers and my peers for 3,400 peers. It's nice that it has that so you can see how many are in that peers category and how many we're looking at. When you click more, you'll see you get a nice chart. We see these in quality award applications. I know some members who use them to go talk to hospitals about their great quality work. You can print this. You can export it to Excel. You can do that and change. Maybe you don't like a bar chart. You like a different kind of chart. Maybe you don't like our colors, blue and yellow. You can change those in Excel and by exporting the chart. From here, you can either go back to your report or you can run a new report. If you have any questions about running reports or anything else in LTC Trend Tracker, you can email our help desk at help@ltctrendtracker.com. Thanks for joining us today.